Okay, well, how long did it take, do you think, to consume the alcoholic beverages?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are detained.
Okay,
You're under investigation.
well, can I get a lawyer?
No, you're not entitled to when you're under investigation.
Can I get a lawyer?
No, you're not entitled to when you're under investigation.
We want to get this taped off.
I need to get a lawyer. Why? I didn't do anything.
Ma'am,
No, we're
listen
okay.
to me. Listen to me.
No, we'll back up. We're good. We'll back up. No, understandable. Okay. Why am I not entitled to a lawyer, sir?
Because you're not in custody and you're under investigation, that's why.
Okay.
So imagine hanging out with your friend, boyfriend, husband, wife, and you guys go out, grab a couple drinks, and you go back to your car. And when you arrive at your vehicle, you find your vehicle damaged. So at that point, you decide to stop a police officer who's passing by to make a report of the vehicle being damaged. But yet the police officer places you under arrest because of a hit and run, and you were never driving. That's what we're about to watch. Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abiyah Israel, and we're about to watch this crazy video where the lawsuit was settled in April of 2023. Let's check this out.
So when you walked back here to your car,
It was like that.
and
Yes.
then you went straight to us.
Yeah, I told him, like, oh my god, no. What the hell? Are you serious? And then I'm like, look, the cops are right there. Should we tell them? And he's like, yeah, hold on. And then he went to go get you guys.
So when you got back here, you saw your car, and then you saw us, and you went to us. You never got in your car.
No.
Okay.
Okay, that's what's going to answer. Okay, Yesenia, is that say your name is Yesenia?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. So my name is Officer Roberson. I'm with the traffic unit, and I'm
Yes.
here to assist with the investigation. I've got some bits and pieces of what's been said.
Yeah.
So you correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I've been told that you and your boyfriend were at a club. You came back, found your car like this,
Correct.
contacted the police who were already in the area.
Yeah.
Is that right? And I just heard you tell Sergeant,
Yes.
the Sergeant right here, that you didn't get in your car at all.
No, not at all. We saw the lights.
Okay.
And so I'm like, should we tell the cops? And then that's when my boyfriend's like, yes.
All right.
They're- And then he went to go get them.
Okay. All right. So, and where had you come from?
High five?
Hi-Fi, and you walked over here?
Yes.
Okay. And your boyfriend has the keys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Who
I was
else-
getting my cigarettes.
Sure. Does anybody else have keys to the car?
No.
Just you, but now your boyfriend.
Yes.
All right.
He had a bigger pocket, so I told him, can you carry the keys?
Right. And when you were about to, when you came over here and found your car like this, where were you about to go?
We were gonna, yeah.
All right. And how long were you at Hi-Fi?
Probably an hour or so.
Okay. What time did you leave Hi-Fi?
I mean, we left there probably like maybe 15 minutes ago, and then when we got here, we saw the car, we saw the lights, and then that's when I told him.
So from the time that you found the vehicle in its condition
Yes.
to the time you were contacted an officer, how many minutes went by?
When we contacted an
Yeah,
officer.
from the time that you got out here and found your car this way to the time you spoke to an officer, how much time went by?
Like 4 minutes?
4 minutes, okay.
Because the officers were like 4 cars down.
Okay.
We saw the lights.
Sure.
The cop is clearly showing that he does not believe her. He doesn't believe a word she's saying. And you can hear it when he says, yeah, sure. He does that a couple times. This is why you never talk with the police. He's not trying to find evidence to clear her. He's trying to find a reason to get her convicted.
So, over the course of this evening, how much alcohol would you say you've consumed?
Probably three drinks at High Five.
3 drinks? Okay. Do you know what kind of drinks they were?
Vodka soda, and then vodka soda, and then I had a Captain and Sprite.
Okay, so how many vodka sodas?
2, and
Okay,
then
and one Captain Sprite?
Yes.
All right. And what time did you first, or begin drinking your very first beverage, alcoholic beverage? What time did you start drinking your vodkas or Captain?
We got here like probably like an hour and a half ago.
Fair enough. And although you just told me how long ago you got here, that doesn't tell me what time you started drinking your very first drink.
Yeah, that when we got here.
Okay, I didn't know
At the
that.
bar.
It could be, for all I know, it could be an hour after you got here. I don't know. I wasn't here. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
So as soon as you got here, an hour and a half ago,
Yes.
you had your first drink.
Yeah.
Okay. And what time do you think it is right now?
I have no idea. Probably 9:30.
Okay, well, how long did it take, do you think, to consume the alcoholic beverages?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are detained. You're under
Okay.
investigation.
Well, can I get a lawyer?
No, you're not entitled to when you're under investigation.
Can I get a lawyer?
No, you're not entitled to when you're under investigation.
We want to get this taped off.
I need to get a lawyer. Why? I didn't do anything.
Ma'am,
No, we're
listen to me.
okay. No,
Listen to me.
no. We'll back up. We're good. We'll back up. No, understandable. Why am I not entitled to a lawyer, sir?
Because you're not in custody and you're under investigation, that's why.
So here he tells her she can't even speak to a lawyer because she's not in custody and he's only conducting an investigation. But yet she is not free to leave. She is detained, and to her knowledge, she is in custody. Therefore, when she's requesting to speak to her attorney, she has every right to, but yet the line of questioning continues. Let's back up a little bit. All right. So this is the Scottsdale Police Department. All right. And there's 2 police officers because of this incident were suspended. But here's the interesting part. Listen to what the chief of police had to say. This is the chief of police at the Scottsdale Police Department, Chief Jeff Walter, who announced that the department would conduct an internal investigation into the incident. This was several months after the department determined the officers involved in Garcia's arrest had violated policy. Chief Walter returned and stated that 2 of the officers had been suspended. And when we watch the rest of the video, we are going to I think all of us are going to agree that this suspension is complete BS. 2 of the officers were suspended, one for 40 hours, another for 20 hours. The reason is, in this case, I'm confident in the investigations that the findings that our employees did not demonstrate malice or ill intent, said Chief Walter. They did not demonstrate malice or ill intent. As we continue to watch this video, please watch and listen carefully, and you determine if these police officers showed malice or ill intent. And also remember, Miranda rights, which they did read, is not shown in the video clip, but they did read her the Miranda rights at the beginning of the line of questioning. And the Miranda rights simply comes from the case, the United States Supreme Court, Miranda versus Arizona. And during that reading of the Miranda rights, it's clearly stated that you have the right to an attorney, but yet she was denied to speak to an attorney. But yet these cops had no ill intent. Let's continue to watch and see if the reason for them not allowing her to speak with an attorney has anything to do with what they're about to do. Let's check this out.
Okay, so if I'm in custody and under
I just told
investigation.
you not in custody, but you are under investigation.
Okay, so then I'm not detained.
Yeah, you are detained. You're just not arrested.
Okay.
Anyway, comma. So you finished your 3rd drink about an hour and how long ago did you finish your last drink, ma'am?
If you're gonna question me,
Can we move further east?
Yeah.
Thanks. Now, having said that, ma'am, silly question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You certainly didn't consume any alcohol after coming over here and finding your car this way, correct?
am I sure I what?
You certainly did not consume any alcohol after you came over here and found your car the way it is.
We got here, we went to Hi-Fi, that's when I had the drinks that I just told you. We were coming here to get my cigarettes.
Okay.
That's when I saw my car, we saw the lights. I told my boyfriend, should we tell the cops? And he's like, yes,
Okay.
And he went to go get you guys.
Fair enough. So when you went to Hi-Fi, when you got here tonight, where did you park the car?
Here.
So it hasn't moved?
No, that was the same spot.
15 investigators. And how awful would this be? You're out in Scottsdale for dinner or drinks, and some random person does this.
Then you come back to your car to find the window smashed, and you have no idea why. Now imagine you flag down a police officer for help, and you end up getting handcuffed and arrested for a hit and run you didn't commit.
That's exactly what happened to an Innocent Valley woman. She was stripped naked, had blood forcibly drawn, and her mugshot splashed all over the internet. Tonight, she shares her story with ABC 15 investigator Dave Biscabing.
It raises serious concerns about officers who refuse to listen and take a few extra minutes to learn the truth.
Let's start at the beginning. May 24th, 2020, Yessie and her then boyfriend park in this spot around 8:45 p.m. Then around 10:02, this guy decides to jump on the hood and stomp on the windshield before running off. Yessie gets back to her car about an hour later.
The windshield was just shattered, and I was just kind of shocked.
No idea what happened?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I was kind of shocked, and at that time there was some police officers on their bicycles not too far from there, and we got them.
Is this your car, you said?
Now here's what the couple didn't know. A half hour earlier, police were called to a hit and run pedestrian crash. And here's a map. This is where Yessie's car was parked. This was the hit and run. They're 0.3 miles apart. So when police saw the smashed windshield, case closed. And as you're about to see, nothing was going to change their mind.
I know that you're talking about.
This is the first thing a supervisor, Sergeant Brian Steele, tells Yessie.
Your car was just involved in a hit and run collision where a pedestrian was hit. And don't make faces like you don't know what I'm talking. But listen to me.
Oh my God.
Listen
Okay.
to me. Leaving the scene of an injury accident is a felony. This isn't my first day. I know that you were driving and you were worried about it because you're drinking.
That's not evidence about anything.
There's a person that hit the windshield.
Nobody hit the windshield.
Okay.
This car.
All right, I'm not going to argue with you, man.
Body camera video shows officers shining flashlights on Yessie, claiming they see glass on her top.
If you look from the angle, there's little specks of it on her shirt.
Yeah.
Where?
This video, obvious, indisputable proof that Yessie is innocent. Officers had this surveillance video before she was handcuffed. Officers had this surveillance video before she was handcuffed or brought to the station. An officer went to a nearby building, spoke to a security guard, had him pull up the footage.
The call came out at 10:48. So if we go back to like 10:40.
In the police report, Officer Nicholas Fay wrote, video review was inconclusive to show if the vehicle had left and come back or remained there the entire time based on the constant pan of the camera. But that's not true. The camera pans back and forth about every 30 seconds, and the car always there. Police arrested Yessie for 2 counts of DUI and failure to stop at the scene of an accident causing injury or death.
Tell me, what are your thoughts? Yesenia Garcia, she filed a lawsuit last year in Scottsdale of Arizona. All right, the city department, and she filed it against the city and the police department and 6 police officers concerning this incident. And this was during May of 2021. She filed for $300,000, but in April of 2023, she settled for $200,000, something I believe that is way below what she actually deserved, because yes, she was cleared of the charges, but her life at that point had forever been affected at that point. Her mugshot is out in the public. She's accused of committing a crime that she did not commit. She was forced to give blood to prove that she wasn't drunk. She was arrested, detained, humiliated, all because police officers needed to make an arrest. They had all of the evidence to clear her, but they chose not to, and they wanted to make an arrest more. And when the chief, Chief Walter of the Scottsdale Police Department stated that they had no malice or ill intent, that's a blatant, bold-faced lie. These guys were out to ruin her, and they wanted to make an arrest to pad their stats. This is the reason you must always record the police. If she had not parked in a place where the camera picked up her vehicle in that parking spot, showing that it had never moved and showing that someone came and stomped on her windshield, she may be in prison to this very day. Always record the police. Make sure you know your rights. With that being said, We the People University, signing off.